Hey strong people, Kalle Beck here from StartingStrongman.com, and this is the Strong Talk podcast. If you would rather listen to this, you can subscribe to Strong Talk Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And you can also subscribe on YouTube and share these videos with your friends. So the Arnold Spain is coming up, and I was looking on their website, and now they have a list of official athletes. There's 18 of them. That is a lot. Do I think 18 people will end up competing? No, but this is the list of people that are going to compete, apparently. And there's a lot of really big names because if there is not another Arnold Santa Monica like there was last year, this is the last qualifying spot for the Arnold Classic in Ohio. So everyone was like, I think there's a lot of people that either just are kind of been waiting around and they just looked and went, crap, I have to qualify. So everyone is doing this show. It's crazy. I mean, we have Jerry Pritchett, we have JF Caron, we have Ronald Heinle, we have Mikhail Shivlikov, Mateusz Kieliszkowski, Belsack, Alexei Novikov, Yitzi Kramer, Jimmy Pacquiao, Anthony Furman, Mr. 105 kilogram world's strongest man, Kim Garhart, Avers Samuelchulis, messed that one up. We have Avers. We have Nedzim Ambasovak. I think he's really good at deadlifting. Aaron Page, Maxime Bordeaux, Martins Lisis, and Brian Shaw, and Luke Reynolds. So let's look. Jerry Pritchett, JF Caron, Mikhail Shivlikov, Kieliszkowski, Belsack, Novikov, Lisis, Brian Shaw. This is basically World's Strongest Man with a bunch of other people that are also hungry, or the Arnold Classic. Of course, will every one of those people end up competing? Probably not, but I mean, even if half of those names do, this is huge. Hopefully they do Arnold Santa Monica as well. The events are a log clean and press for reps. It's 180 kilos / 400 pounds. And I think it'll be, I think this is really going to be the Martins Lisis versus Brian Shaw. Current World's Strongest Man versus 4 times World's Strongest Man. Had a disappointing performance at this last World's Strongest Man and at the Arnold. Well, Martins is going up and up and up. Brian Shaw's kind of here, you know, he had a lot going on. He had the TV show, which they haven't been filming in a while. Maybe he's, you know, kind of a little more focused, has some more time. Still strong as hell. You can't count him out in any show, but I think he got, you know, 8th at both World's Strongest Man and at the Arnold, where Martins got 2nd and 1st, and neither one of them have qualified for the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio yet. And they haven't even done enough qualifiers where they're not doing very well on points, like someone who, like Jerry Pritchett, who's remained active, is. So if there is no Arnold Santa Monica, one of them needs to win this event to qualify. This is big. 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 So log clean and press for reps, 400 pounds. Martins looks so much better, but I think Brian Shaw his overhead is as good as it's ever been, and I think it's actually one of the best in the world now. It wasn't in the past, and he looked off because he had the hamstring injury at the Arnold, but he still looks strong. So I think he's actually going to win that event, but I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk. I think Martins easily could, especially someone like Belsack or even Novikov. Kind of have to see where Novikov is with such a heavy weight for reps, but he just continues to surprise at everything. Depends on how. Aaron Page is also a very good log presser, as is Maxime, so they definitely can jump in there and steal points. It's a very important event for Jerry Pritchett. Kind of struggled with the overhead recently, so super strong everywhere, and a lot of people will zero this event. So, you know, it is heavy. Probably close to half the people will zero it. Ronald Heinle and Shivlikov are always up there. Oh yeah, Kieliszkowski, what am I even talking about? He's probably going to win it. There's 18 people. How can I keep track of all this? But yeah, there's going to be a lot of zeros, so getting 1 rep is going to be big. Getting 3 will be huge, possibly winning it. Maybe 4. Well, 4 to 5, you're pretty much on a lock. It's just, it really depends on how good the log is. Some logs are just harder than others, and a lot of people that watch these kind of videos, they just look at weights and they think this is like powerlifting where it's a bar, there's plates, and I mean, I know there's some logs I can hit 30 more pounds on than I can on others, and I'm in a mid 200s presser. I'm not a 400 something mid 400s presser, so I think it would only exaggerate it. Was that a word? Even more. But yeah, Kielszkowski, Lisis, Brian Shaw. This is a crazy show. Yoke walk. It's 1,000 pounds. Brian is very good at heavy yoke. Jerry Pritchett, I think, is going to be up there to win this along with Novikov and Kielszkowski. This is the important event for Martins. He can be very good at yoke, but in his own admission, he's not good at it when he doesn't train it. Hopefully he's been training it plenty. I guess I could just go and watch his YouTube channel. But it's just, we got to see if Brian Shaw, if he looks fast, because I think, you know, most everyone here is good, good at 1,000 pound yoke. 1,000 pound yoke is crazy enough, not a heavy, like a super heavy weight that everyone looks at and goes, crap, anymore. It's now who can run with it. So we will see. Then it's a frame carry, which is honestly another yoke run. Basically, you just have to hold it. It says no straps. Thankfully, it's 400 kilos, 881 pounds. Again, a lot of people will not finish that. That is very hard on your grip. I predict Jerry Pritchett and Kielszkowski in that one. Brian Shaw, a little bit slower. Martins, another important event for him. Deadlift for reps, 805 pounds. No suits, no figure 8 straps. Not allowed. Not at the Arnold. We will not allow it. I think Jerry Pritchett, Ronald Hanla in there. This is, of course, as always, the important event for Kielszkowski. We'll see how fresh he is after the Giants Live Finals. It'd be cool to see if I think Anthony Furman's pretty capable. He's right on the line for a lot of these events, coming up and getting, fat and trying to be a true heavyweight. Definitely improving. He gets through all of these if anyone gets through all of these without zeroing them, you're going to actually be, you're going to be doing pretty good, probably up in the top 10. So wishing him the best as he continues to move into being a competitive heavyweight. I don't understand how he's competing at this show, but he wasn't competing at Giants Live North America. I mean, he is the 105 kilogram world's strongest man. He's competed at past Arnold's. I remember looking at the lineup, and he was there. I was surprised that he wasn't allowed to compete. I think it would have been good, and I think he would have done really well there and would have been right up there for the podium with everyone that was there and the events that were involved. Then there's no stones. It will end with a arm-over-arm frame pull. And I think this event, Brian Shaw used to be very good at these events. I don't know, then he got so much bigger. He has so much mass in front of him. It can be a weak event. He has been slimming down, so hopefully that'll help him. I just haven't really seen too many frame pulls. Martins, he's so technical, and it's such a technical event. He should do well. Kielszkowski and Novikov are so explosive. I think that's an interesting way to end it. And especially once you deadlift, I think it's a one-day show. So once you just deadlifted, your whole back's fried, your hamstrings are fried. Even your grip and your forearms are a little bit fried because you have to hold onto the bar because no figure 8 straps are allowed. Jerry Pritchett's actually really good. Man, you know what? Looking at all these events, if Jerry can put up a solid performance in the log and get decent points, not win the event, has to get a rep or two, I think he has a good shot at winning this event against everyone. He's looked super strong, looked great at, the Giants that was recently, the Wembley show, where he got, second, I think? It just depends. Looking at every single one of these other events, I'm like, yeah, he could win the yoke walk. Yeah, he could win the frame carry. Could he win the deadlift for reps? Of course he could. Arm over arm frame pull? Yeah, I could see him winning that. So if he puts up a decent performance and there's so many other people. The point swing can be huge. So if you zero this at any one of these events, you are out of the podium spots completely. I don't think 18 people will compete, but if they do, or even 12 or 14, that's a huge swing in points. What it really comes down to on the log clean and press is if a ton of people tie, it makes the gap for the people that got above them so much more. But I think Jerry Pritchett really could win this event. Am I going to pick him? Oof, I just might. Let's pick the dark horse. It's so silly that people call Jerry Pritchett a dark horse after all these years. But I think he just might win this thing. But it makes sense, everyone's looking, Brian Shaw versus Martins. Oh, here's Jerry. Boom. Throw everyone a curveball. I think Jerry Pritchett's going to win the show.